All right, folks, so here we go. Here is my mid pipe. Just came in today. I got this from MJS Performance. And so what we're going to be doing here is on old Quikk. I'm going to be removing this big old ginormous catalytic converter. And it's later in the day and I'm in the garage, so we really don't have good lighting. So let me grab this flashlight and set this up here. So as you can see, we got this big unsightly lunchbox under the bottom here. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be cutting off this catalytic converter right here at this little notch right here. I'm going to get me a sawzall and I'm going to cut this catalytic converter off. I'm going to install a mid pipe that I just showed you. That mid pipe is going to set right here. It's going to come right on up here to where the stock pipe ends. And then I'll be able to mate it up to that good old Yoshi pipe. Now, Chris Moore is supposed to be in Maryland tomorrow, and I'm going to take Quikk down there to the Maryland International Raceway, and I'm going to get the ECU flashed, and hopefully when it's all said and done, that's going to give good old Quikk about several 210 more horsepower. I'm not so much concerned about the horsepower because I'm not out here trying to race cats and whatnot. I just want the bike to have a little more presence. I want the sound of the bike to have a little more, a deeper tone. I just want it to have more presence. So when I'm out there on the road and I'm pulling up around vehicles, they can hear me. They're alerted to my presence. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to lift up this garage and pull the bike out. And I'm going to start it up, and we're going to get us a nice little sound comparison of how the bike sounds now. And then tomorrow, after my sawzall comes in, I'm going to come in, I'm going to cut that pipe off. I'm going to cut off that catalytic converter. I'm going to install that new pipe, and then we're going to do us another sound check and see how it sounds after that catalytic converter is removed and that mid pipe is installed. Then after I get the ECU flashed, I'm pretty sure that won't change much either. Well, I take that back. I'm pretty sure that's going to change the sound as well, because that ECU flash is going to program the bike to deliver more fuel. So you're going to have a little bit more combustion going on down there, and I'm pretty sure that's going to result in more, more sound, more output. So let me stop yapping. I'm gonna go ahead and, like I said, get this garage door lifted up, pull the bike out, and we're gonna get us a sound check. So y'all stand by. what is happening, man? It is Friday, finally. Glad to be off work. Here you can see I got Quikk in the garage. I have already pulled off the slip-on pipe. I'm getting ready to pull off the side fairing here, and I'm gonna go ahead and chop on into this pipe, man. I got my sawz all here. That bad boy just came in a couple hours ago. Got me some safety goggles. Man, I'm pumped. All right, folks, we're about to go ahead and get this cut. Now, before I do this, I'm just gonna show you folks. Here is where I want to make my cut. Right in front of this little bulge right here. All right, I'm gonna cut it right there, and you can see I'm gonna have about a good ½ inch or so of space left on the pipe for you know, the pipe to mate up with the mid pipe. Now there might, I may end up getting it tack welded just so it's really secured and in place, and I don't have to worry about it sliding loose or anything, but we'll see. Now, let me come on back here. As you can see, you got this little hanger, right? So I'm gonna have to take this bolt out here, and that's what's holding the catalytic converter on this side. On the other side of the bike, now let me back up. So this top bolt, I'll loosen that up so that this hanger can kind of fall free a little bit, and that's going to mate up to the mid pipe. It's got a little hanger on the mid pipe that's going to mate up to. Now let me come around here to the other side. You can see here there's this bolt here. All right, so you got this bolt and then the other one on the other side, and that's really all that keeps this catalytic converter in place. And then, you know, if the pipe has any burrs on it, I'm gonna take me a nice little metal file, maybe a little sandpaper, and I'm gonna smooth it down so that it's nice and smooth. Don't have any jagged edges on it, you know. And again, right there, we're gonna cut it right there. Okay. Goodness. Whew. So got me sweating. All right. There we go. There we go, folks. That's a nice clean cut.
Real nice. You can see a little bit of a little edging in there, but I'm gonna clean that up real good. We're gonna be off to the races. I don't want this thing to Man, that thing is heavy. Gee whiz, man. So there it is, folks. Man, this thing is pretty heavy. And look at that cut, man. That joker is clean. You can see right there on the edge where we finished up the cut. You can see just a little bit of a, some burring. I don't care about that, but more so what's left on the pipe that's staying on the bike. You see it right down there. So let me get me a file real quick. Okay. I don't know who calling me this time of the day. Ain't nobody calling for business. Ouch. So I'm gonna pause this. I know y'all want to see this boring stuff. So I was talking about the metal shavings, and I just wanted to show you guys. As you can see in there, there's plenty of metal shavings in there. And obviously I'm gonna clean that stuff out of there, but you don't want none of that stuff to flip up and get in your eye. So wear your gear. All right, folks, we got this pipe off. Man, there we go. All right, you can see we got the pipe cut off. I got that edge cleaned up. Took me a metal file, shaved it down real good. See that there? Trying to get a nice clean shot of it. Kind of difficult. Anyway, like I said, got that cleaned up. I got all that debris and stuff, most of it. Got it all up out of the inside of the pipe there. Then I took my Dremel with that nice little stone wheel, and I just went across it and cleaned it up, smoothed it out pretty good. Now, you can see this hanger here. I loosened up this top nut, this nut so it'll rotate a bit. And this little bolt here, I'm gonna use it to secure this mid pipe. Now let's go ahead and make this thing up, man. Now I'm gonna have to put that to the inside like that. So that mates up really good, but I'm gonna have to get my clamp. Oh man, these folks, man, they on the money. So you can see here that I got this nut that came with the pipe, and you know, I was sitting here thinking how I was gonna get this bolt to secure the pipe on this far side, because there is no nut. The bolt, it screws right into the catalytic converter, but MJS, they provide you with a nut. So these boys, they've been doing this for a minute, and they knew exactly what you'd be faced with, and they already provide the solution. So, and hats off to MJS for being ahead of the power curve, or at least keeping me ahead of the power curve. So slide that in there. Boom. Oh boy. Ooh wee. So you guys can see what I'm saying here. Again, that's the bolt. This little nut goes on the back. I'm gonna tighten this bad boy down. That's gonna hold that mid pipe in place. I'm gonna tighten this clamp down right there. Bada boom. And that's gonna be that's gonna be all she wrote. Once I get everything buttoned back up, I'm gonna take this bad boy outside. I'm gonna fire him up, see what he sounds like. Y'all stand by. Ouch. Okay. All right, folks. As you can see, I got that thing wrenched down in there pretty good. It's pretty tight. No real, cracks or gaps. Got a real tight seal in there. That's what I'm getting at. And that pipe exits in a nice location there, so I don't think I'm gonna have a problem getting this slip-on mated up. Let's go ahead and get that bad boy broke out and get it on in there. All right, folks, there is Quikk in all his glory. Look at that fella. Boy, I tell you what, man, I am excited to see what is in store. You see, we got that pipe in there. Everything mated up just fine. Pull this fella on out here in this garage, man. Fire him up and see what we working with. Alright, so I think I'm gonna have to give me a little polishing and clean this pipe up right here. But that's not gonna have anything to do with the way this pipe is gonna sound. I'm gonna do this. Well, I'll just put this right here. Man, I just took this bike for a spin. That joker is in rare form. Removing that catalytic converter seems like it just woke this bike up. Man, that thing feels so aggressive out there. I am really intrigued to see how this joker performs after I get this flash on it. This is gonna be a whole new bike, man. Tomorrow, I'm gonna take me a spin down to the Mur, and I'm gonna bring y'all along with me, and we're gonna get this ECU flash, and this bike is going to be an absolute animal. It's an animal now, man. Man, I am pumped, man. This bike, oh my goodness, man. It just went to another level. Oh, man. I love my 750. Let me get out of here, man. Get me some dinner. I'll get back with y'all folks later. Peace.